Hey, welcome back to my Honda VT250F project. So this is stage 3 of the new seat build that I'm currently working on this bike. So the last couple of days I've had some well-deserved time off with the missus down south of Sydney, and during those last couple of days I had some time to pop into the hardware store once or twice to get some new tools and some new material to continue on with the work on the new seat. So just to recap on the last couple of days, I have done a little bit more work on this bike. So as you can see, I have completed the seat base. So just did a bit of finishing work on the edges of the seat or metal seat base there, and incorporated some bolts to secure the seat base to the subframe. But whilst doing that, I did come across a bit of a challenge trying to bolt the seat base with the use of some clamps. So trying to use some conventional nuts to secure that down, I did find it difficult to try and fit a socket wrench under there and also there. So I popped down to the local hardware store, scrounged around for a few items, but I came across that nut there, which is a wing nut. So I thought, bingo, that would probably work quite well. So instead of using a conventional socket wrench, I can use a wing nut to just to secure the seat base, the subframe, with my fingers. So that works out well, and if I ever need to remove the seat base whilst on the run, I can just use my fingers rather than having to pull out a socket wrench. So that worked out really well. So that's that there. And so just like with the last video, I did say I'll continue on to with the seat cushion. So I popped into the local Clark rubber store and purchased some cushioning, as you can see here. So that's some polyurethane rubber. Actually, there's probably some viewers out there will probably know exactly what that is. So that I purchased that in a meter by half a meter, which ended up costing about $55. So that would be the base of the seat. I did also say that I'll incorporate a cafe racer style seat cowl on that. So just to show you where I'm up to with the design of the new seat. So there it is, ta-da! So that's the base of the new seat. As you can see, I've cut out the bottom of the seat there with the same dimensions as the seat, metal seat base, and glued on some layers of the same cushioning to come up with a seat cowl. So I've had to cut them out by the use of a Stanley knife and also a bread knife, which I thought came handy because this type of cushioning was a little bit difficult to cut out, so it kind of bites into the blade. But so that's the final shape of the seat. I've used your normal spray glue to glue those layers on, so that worked out really well. So if you look really closely there's the different layers that I have on the cushion. But the final shape, actually, to get that final shape on that, I used some sandpaper, some high grit sandpaper, rather than using a Stanley knife, and that's how I managed to form that cushion a lot better than if it was used by a Stanley knife. So as you can see, there's the final shape and design of the seat cover. I'm actually quite happy how it turned out. So as you can see here from on the left, this is some leftover cushioning that I purchased from the supermarket. So this is just your typical yoga mat. I've used this material before on my previous seat, on the CB250N, and I like that because it is a little bit more softer, so that will be a lot more comfortable to sit on. So that will be the final sort of layer that I'll incorporate on top of that. So that'll sit nicely. And then of course, once I've laid that down, I'll use some the black vinyl that I purchased to cover that. So the final finish that I have on the vinyl will have, you know, one seamless sort of like layer covering the seat cowl there, and another material that will sit just above the actual cushion there with some ribbing, which will give it a nice sort of design effect. So that's the seat. So actually I'll just take that over to the blank and give you sort of like a brief look on how it will look. So that's it, the stage 3. So yeah, I'm quite happy how that turned out, of course with a little bit more fine tuning on the shape there, because I did want to incorporate maybe a similar sort of curve or gradient that I have on the tank, you know, to be similar or to the gradient that I have on the seat cover, just to give it a little bit more of a better look, or a look that's a little bit more proportional. So that's yeah, so stage 3, that's the seat. So my next video will just be to continue on to lay down the final cushioning, and then of course start on the vinyl cover. So that's it. So thanks again for watching. If you have any comments, of course leave some comments. If there's anything there that you had a question about, just pop in a comment and ask me. Hopefully I'll be able to answer those questions for you. So yeah, thanks again for watching, and stay tuned for my next videos. Thank you, bye.